You've got a small business or side hustle, and I've got a financial tool that will save you hours and help you grow your side hustle even faster and ultimately make more money. All right, so today we're gonna take a refreshed look at the Relay business banking platform, which we've talked about in several previous videos, including this recent video on my favorite business bank accounts. And like I talked about in that video, this is the best robust business banking tool that can really grow alongside your small business or side hustle. I do want to say a huge thank you to Relay for sponsoring today's video, but like I said, we've talked about them many times before in unsponsored content as well, and I really do love this product, so I will leave an exclusive sign-up offer down below the like button if you do want to learn more. So with Relay, there are no account fees, no overdraft fees, and no minimum balance requirements or anything like that, and there is a premium version called Relay Pro, which comes with a few additional features that we'll talk about later in the video, but a majority of the features that we're going to cover today are completely free, like the ability to create 20 different FDIC-insured checking accounts that each have their own unique account number, up to 50 virtual or physical Visa debit cards, advanced payment tools including ACH and wire transfers, the ability to deposit and withdraw cash at Allpoint ATMs, and integrations with some of your favorite accounting and bookkeeping tools like QuickBooks and Xero, just to name a few. We'll cover all of these features in more depth later in the video, but let's answer the question that you're probably wondering at this point. Who in the world needs 20 checking accounts and 50 Visa debit cards? Well, whether you're running a little side hustle out of your garage or a larger business with dozens of employees, you're probably well aware that things can get very messy very quickly, and staying organized, especially from a financial perspective, is really important. So instead of having a lump sum of cash in a checking or savings account for your business, Relay gives you the ability to create separate accounts for payroll or taxes or equipment or profits, and really anything that you need. And again, each of these is truly its own account with its own unique account number, so it's not just a subsidiary of your main checking account. So if you're a freelancer or a contract worker like myself, then each time you get paid, you can automatically set a percentage of that income into a taxes account to pay your quarterly or annual tax bill, or set money aside into payroll to pay the subcontractors or freelancers that work for you each month. Or maybe you have a team member who works more closely with your business. Well, instead of having them pay for something and having to deal with an expense report and reimbursing them, or even worse, just giving them your debit card and having to trust them, you can create up to 50 different Visa debit cards, and again, assign parameters to each individual card, whether that's assigning it to a specific employee, setting up a spending limit, or deciding which of your different Relay checking accounts you want to pull those funds from each time you swipe your card. The combinations are really endless here, and while you might not need 20 checking accounts and 50 Visa debit cards right now, Relay really has the ability to grow with you as you add more complexity and new team members, and you're able to manage all of that without wasting countless hours. Speaking of not wasting time, another feature I love about Relay is the enriched transaction data, which probably sounds really boring, but if you've ever dug through your bank statement, then you probably know that banks aren't exactly known for clarifying where a transaction is coming from. So Relay said that's a complete waste of time and we can fix that, and they did that by enriching the data, showing you exactly where it came from, which account it was charged to, which card was used, and it will even allow you to directly contact the merchant themselves, and in some cases see the company logo for easier recognition. Compare this to the messy bank statements that you've probably spent hours combing through in the past, and you understand why this is so valuable. Despite all of these robust features, the platform itself has a fairly simple layout, with the homepage showing you the transaction data that we just talked about, the accounts tab allowing you to quickly see the balances of all of your different individual accounts, while the cards tab allows you to manage the different physical and virtual debit cards that you are using to run your business. But below all of those, we have the payments tab, and this is where some of those Relay Pro features start to come into play. Now, the ability to send payments using ACH and wire transfers are basically the same for the free and paid versions of Relay, although Relay Pro does have same-day ACH options and free outgoing wire transfers. But the biggest advantage of Relay Pro specifically, when it comes to the payments tab at least, is the advanced accounts payable tools. This includes the ability to automatically import transactions from QuickBooks Online and Xero, set up multi-step bill approval processes, which basically means that you can decide who and how different things are approved for payment and what payments as the business owner you would like to approve versus ones that maybe your team members can take care of for you. And again, all of this is fully customizable to really whatever you are comfortable with. So if you use that multi-step approvals feature with Relay Pro, then you'll have access to this action items menu where you can see everything starting from unpaid bills, ones that are ready to be paid, going all the way through to completed transactions. Also, when you add a new payee into your Relay account, you're able to seamlessly request their payment information, including their routing and account number, and request their W-9, which is going to save your accountant so much time at the end of the year, since you won't have to waste countless hours gathering endless W-9 form. So whether those more advanced payable features and transaction syncing with QuickBooks and Xero is worth it really depends on your business, but if you do opt for Relay Pro, it is $30 per month, and again, that also comes with lower fees on things like outgoing domestic and international wire transfers. You are able to receive ACH transfers from vendors by supplying your routing and account number, of course, but there is currently no way to create a customized invoice, for example, within your Relay account. So in order to cover that receivable side of things, you would need a third-party tool like QuickBooks if you wanted to create and send your own custom invoices. Beyond that, you of course have all of the basic banking functions that we've come to expect, like cash deposits and withdrawals at fee-free Allpoint ATMs, 24/7 customer support, which I have tested a number of times and it's pretty fantastic, and the ability to deposit checks from your mobile smartphone and even integrate with other third-party tools like Gusto and Plaid, just to name a few. Sticking with the theme of customization and saving time, the Teams tab allows you to manage each of your team members and assign different levels of permission, and even add an advisor like an accountant or a lawyer and set their permission level, allowing them to access all of your account information in a safe and secure way without you having to just share your login information for your financial accounts. Clearly, Relay has been designed by individuals who understand the complexities and stresses of running a business. Lastly, the settings tab of course shows you all of your profile information, lets you view different session activities for your team members who may be accessing your Relay accounts, and even allows you to add additional businesses using one set of login credentials, which is great for multifaceted entrepreneurs. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there, but the main question that I always want to answer is this platform right for you? And what I'd say to that is, if you're running a decent-sized small business with multiple employees and you're currently hitting your head against the wall trying to keep track of your business finances, then this one is a no-brainer. I would definitely check out Relay. And considering there is a free version of Relay that comes with 90% of the features that we talked about today, there's really no downside to giving it a shot and seeing what you think. Similarly, if you're just a small side hustle but you're growing rapidly, or see a future where you would have multiple team members and use the more robust tools that Relay offers, then again, it doesn't hurt to just start off with Relay anyways, even if you're not currently using all of those robust tools, because it can easily grow with your business. Really, the only scenario where this might be complete overkill is if you have just a small side hustle that isn't likely to grow significantly with multiple employees and all of the complexities that require those more robust tools. Don't get me wrong, Relay would absolutely be able to handle that small side hustle, but honestly, most of the features would be complete overkill and would never get used in my opinion. And no matter where you are at with your small business or side hustle, one thing I can say for sure is you have to keep track of your personal and business finances and make sure that they truly are separate. I'd love to know what you think of Relay down in the comment section below, and be sure to use the link down below the like button to learn more and sign up for this awesome business banking tool. You can also check out this video for a more in-depth how-to guide of the Relay platform, but of course, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.